Welcome to Cooking with Ty and Dean.
I think Miss Dean and Ty.
Okay. We're cooking nutritious and delicious meals, giving you nutritious and delicious meal ideas. I'm going to show you how to cook delicious meals with low sodium, that's low fat. I've talked about this many times, and we feel there's just too much salt and fat and sugar in a lot of today's processed foods as well as fast foods. I'm going to today show you how to have delicious grilled salmon with some sauteed spinach and brown rice. It's a very nutritious meal. It's high in protein, high in vitamins, and it's low in sodium, and it's delicious. Dean?
And I'm going to do a little soul. I'm going to cook some collard, cabbage, and blackened tilapia, some hot water cornbread, and a salad.
Sounds good. Why don't we get started?
Okay. In preparation, you really need to wash the collards well. So I suggest you take them leaf by leaf, wash them thoroughly, pull them up, take your skin off. After you've washed your collards, you get your pan ready to cook them. In your pan, I'm using olive oil right now, but you can do canola. Canola is great too. I'm not a measurer, so you kind of have to eye it. What I try to do is I look at how many collards I have, and I eye the pan. So what I'm going to do is make sure that I have enough oil to go around the bottom of this pan. Remember, I talked about not having the fresh ingredients. Okay, this is some garlic with a little parsley in it and a little salt. Here's your chopped or minced onions. And I have sea salt here. Just a tad. Tyrone doesn't like all of that salt. Okay, so you're going to take your collards. You've already cleaned them, and just cut them up a little bit so they'll go into the pan nicely. I know I'm left-handed, it probably looks a little awkward, but I get the job done. I'll put the pot here. Take your collards and you get them all, like I guess, you introduce them to the olive oil and the garlic and the pepper. And we're going to cut them down to low. Hi, just checking on the collards here. They look gorgeous, but I know a lot of people don't like them this raw, but they're good for you like this. So we'll cook them a little bit longer because we're going to get the cabbage and everything done here. So what I'm going to do is the seasoning for the cabbage. We're going to start with some pepper. In fact, first of all, I have a little water in here. Say about a cup of water for this much cabbage. Maybe a little less. What happens is that I cook with love. I can't give you all of the measurements because I just cook with love. And if you do that, promise you, your food will be delicious. Okay, and you can do different things also. If your family needs low salt, don't put the salt in there. Let them put the salt on their plate when you put it on the table. So here's a little pepper. We're going to put almost the same ingredients that we put in the collards. A little minced onions. Some sea salt, garlic with parsley, and a little salt, and we'll just put a dab of olive oil in there, okay? All right. Also, just for flavor, just a little, because you know you need something that tastes good, and butter is always good. So we're just going to put 1 teaspoon in. That I could measure. Okay. Cabbage. This has already been washed. I'm going to cut that also. I wash everything. And sometimes people don't use the green leaves of the cabbage. It's very important. There's nutrition in there and everything. Use it. Use all of it, except for the core, because that gets a little hard. Let's get this in here. Okay, now we're ready for the tilapia. We're going to put some seasoning on it. Like I say, you can get that seasoning from the store. This is lemon pepper. We're going to douse some of that on it. And lemon pepper, I've noticed sometimes has a little salt in it too. I've tasted it. It's kind of got salt in it. So be careful with that. This is the garlic salt with the parsley. We're just going to do a little because we want that garlic flavor. And this paprika, you can just have fun with this. It makes it so pretty. Okay, and you notice I'm only seasoning one side. That's good enough. So what we'll do is we'll take these, maybe I'll try to do them with my spatula here, and we'll put them down. I have a little canola oil in the bottom of this skillet. You let them cook here for maybe 3 minutes on one side and you turn them over. Okay, it's now done. We're going to cook the hot water cornbread. I don't measure, as I told you before. And you use cornbread mix, not the yellow stuff in the blue box that's sweet. Because remember, some of us are diabetics and we don't need the sweet stuff. So, in this bowl, I'm going to add cornmeal mix. Then we do flour. And guess what? We are going to do a little sugar, but we're going to control it. And then for good measures, throw it. I've already heated this skillet. And now I'm going to pour the oil in there. It's something about having your skillet heated first. You don't have to use, it seems like, as much oil. I don't know whether that's true or not. Don't quote me on it. You need to put some in your mixture here. And I'm just going to dab that like that. Don't know how much that was. Maybe, what, a tablespoon? Tablespoon and a half. Then what I need to do is to grab my hot water here. There it goes. It's ready. Okay. So we'll take our hot water and we'll pour it in the mixture. Again, I don't measure, so you don't know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stir this and see the consistency. Okay. Guess what? That looks real good right there. Okay, this is another love lesson. It's hot. Your skillet is hot. You take your bowl to the sink. Start the cold water running. Okay? Take your hand, put it under there. Get you some mixture. Put it in your hand. This is some love here. You make your fingerprints in it and it looks like little pieces of corn. You fry it. Think about it. You've only used the cornmeal, some oil, just a little sugar, and you can feed your family, and it's good. Sometimes the kids just like to eat them. Okay, as you can see, they've been frying there for a minute in good oil now, canola oil. We didn't put it in any of that other stuff. And what you do is you flip them, nice golden brown there. They look good. And when I take them out, you'll be ready to eat. And sometimes what I do is I put a little paper towel down on a plate, and that way that'll absorb any leftover oil that they may have